The other portion of the bill is the gas supply cost. And dollar for dollar, we just pass them through. And Chris can, we're glad to offer customers to Chris where he can provide them with the gas supply instead of us. We are revenue indifferent to that part of the business. We do have a couple of other components to the rates. One is a distribution adjustment factor, and I only want to mention that because a lot of those, that adjustment charge is associated with a lot of programs or public policy. Replacing 870 miles of pipe of cast iron and bare steel over the next 20 years, roughly 44 miles a year. And that's another component of our rates that we recover as we install, as we replace the infrastructure that's decaying, if you will. And so that's how we price out our service. And absolutely right, as Liz says, the cost of gas is a direct pass-through, but I don't want anyone to get the impression that it's not overseen or regulated by the department. Every 2 years we file what we call a forecast and supply plan. It's a prudence review of all the resources we have in place. Pipeline capacity, as you hear in the news, all the levels of pipeline capacity and storage and LNG, all that is filed with the department. They approve our 5-year forecast plan.
Right, actually, from the Massachusetts DPU now has a shopping website, because it's true, people don't necessarily have a lot of experience. It's not like you go down to the mall and there's your energy store, although increasingly in other parts of the country you actually do see that. For example, in Texas we have a very large office and customer base in Texas. Just because of the way that market is set up, you might see people with kiosks at the mall or something. It's a little bit different here, so you can always start with the DPU website. The Department of Energy Resources website will also direct you to the DPU shopping website, but also increasingly, companies like mine will send out flyers in the mail. For example, if we have offers in your service territory, or there's even door-to-door marketing where people will go from door to door. What that fixed price might be from a company like Direct Energy, you can get a sense of whether that's a good deal for you. Whether it's a little bit like fuel oil. I mean, I think a lot of people are used to if you do have home heating oil, it's the same kind of thing. You lock in your price.
And we get questions like this a lot from customers, and so I think the only thing that we say is, definitely check the DPU website that he mentioned to make sure it actually is a legitimate company. And
I can say,
make sure to check.
so I was doing this. We share a grid with the other states. So we are monitored by an entity called ISO New England, and they're the ones that ensure reliability. They're really kind of, if you go to their office, it's like a NASA's area with a huge screen. They're dispatching power plants from across the region. Some from Canada, some from New York. It's really pretty amazing. So, I think we're working with ISO and our other states to think about what to do, particularly in that region. You've got Brady Point out of Somerset, which has announced retirement. You've got Pilgrim, which has announced its retirement. So that area in particular presents a challenge. I think that's one of the reasons we're pushing for the bill, which allow us to bring new clean energy resources into the region. The federal government regulates the waste and that part of the issue, so I'm not an expert on that, can't speak to that, but it's clearly the challenge that we're
constrained, then it's going to cost a lot, what they call a basis differential. While gas is cheap down in the Gulf or in Pennsylvania, to bring it up here is marked up significantly on high demand days or times. When the pipeline comes in, there won't be it should not be those spikes or just a generally higher price to deliver the gas into Massachusetts.